This is the Tuba Dylan program. There's nothing to see or hear here. Hear here. How are we looking tonight? How are we looking tonight, ladies and gentlemen? I have my two viewers. Not too many audio pops. Always doing progress. Always pushing forward. Audio pop! Oh! This is the Tuba Dylan program. We've been off the air for a number of months, but we're back, folks. Nothing but E.T. sitting in a chair and ambient music. We're going to play this for the next 16, 17, or 18 hours or minutes straight. So stay tuned. If you look very carefully in this shot, you can actually see me standing in my backstage staging area underneath the two bright lights towards the center. This is my wide studio shot. That's my workstation down there, where I do most of my actual, real, paid work. Not this. what you're viewing tonight is unlike anything you saw last night. And it will be unlike anything you'll see tomorrow night. And what you see tomorrow night will be unlike anything you saw the night before that and also the night after that. Our accompaniment music tonight is provided by Epidemic Sound. Go to their website, subscribe if you need music. It's easier than looping on my system right here. Especially if I don't want to be seen. Anything interesting happening in Twin Peaks these days? I'm such a loud breather. Videos, live videos, live stream. Roger Bobo on Articulation. Hey now. I just gotta see if all this is working. It's so exciting. Oh, I hear that audio skipping. If I go to this video, live, hit that. Go to the video link, maybe there are people talking on live. Oh, there it is. Hit that. Excuse me. Go to the video link, maybe. It's going good. Tuba. Hello, people there. I got you on the live feed now. You hear the squeaky chair? So bad. Oh, and that popping. I don't know. Hi, Zorvac Power. Let's see something here. This will be different. Ooh. Extreme close up. From my computer. That should be brighter. Keep in focus. This is the loud chair. That needs more light. It's a little better. The chair's so noisy now. Hello, my friends. I'm increasing the ISO value on this G9. In order to brighten up this image. There we are. Boop, boop. Let's see what happens. Well, that camera's working okay. It's different. Zoom it in. Chair time too. Let's see, play the tuba, but I wanted to read Roger Bobo's comments. That's a tuba thing. I better do that. Just playing like this. This is so cool. This is the Tuba Dylan program. Hope your evening's going well. Decided to fire things up in here. It's good to see you all. That's me in the corner there. I'm Dylan. This is the glorious, one-of-a-kind Tuba Dylan recording studio. Put together by hand with the best cameras and equipment, the best microphones, and the worst possible fire safety money can buy. I have a bunch of cameras in here. Check it out. Hello there. This is the behind the station camera that can also flip around and film the drums. But no one can play drums here, can they? Or should they? Okay, I want to read this. Let me see here. If you like tuba, you might have heard of a guy named Roger Bobo. I love that guy. Not just because he's from LA, but just because he breathes and lives the tuba. Is my audio on? Yeah, it's on. It's good. It's good. There's so many audio sources in this room that they're almost impossible to keep track of. This one here is hooked up to a camera, which makes it simpler. Most of these microphones are hooked up to various preamps that go into mixers and loopers. That's for a whole nother level of strangeness that I didn't want to get into today. But I wanted to read this Facebook comment. I don't think he'll mind. I'm quoting him, the great Roger Bobo, and I'll tell you. Look, saw this comment today. I love Roger Bobo. He's just such a thoughtful guy. He played tuba with the LA Philharmonic. If you don't know who he is, look him up on YouTube and check him out playing on the Johnny Carson show, which was maybe the first time I saw him play or heard him play. Anyway, he said this. And he was talking about articulation, but I think it refers to all music and all musicians. I'm just going to read it. I attribute this quote to Roger Bobo, and anyone out there who hears this and wants to take a lesson from the guy, find him on Facebook. He teaches virtual lessons, and I don't know how much he charges, but I mean, I'm not one to say, but I bet he's worth every penny of $300. That's what I'd pay. But I won't. Because I'm here. And that's not what I'm going to do. But listen to this. Go to Facebook. Sign up for a lesson if you will. thinking. This is quoting Roger Bobo's Facebook page. Thinking of articulation. In all the languages of the world, linguists can't agree on the number of consonances there are. Some say there are around 100 and others say there are over 120. The disagreement comes from where to draw the distinction between consonances that are similar. The consonant T, for example, is quite different from language to language. In French, T is pronounced with the tongue very forward in the mouth on the back of the upper front teeth. In English, the T is placed on the rim of the gum at the point just before it rises up to the roof of the mouth. And in Chinese, the T consonant is made high on the roof of the mouth. All are quite different in the way they sound. If we can agree that there are over 100 consonances in languages, and if we can agree that articulation is virtually the consonants of the musical language, then how many types of articulation are there in music? And, much more specifically, how many types of articulation do we have the possibility of producing on brass instruments? With essentially an infinite number of possibilities, articulation needs to be on demand from the information in our musical mind's ear. This is one of the many reasons for listening to music of all kinds. The more we know and the more we have experienced, the more sonic vocabulary we have to call upon for expressing our own individual musicality. In language, when we are unclear with our consonants, we have a tendency to sound either drunk or boring. We all know that sound. But when clear consonants are returned in our speaking, we can give the impression of eloquence. It's very much the same with musical performance, particularly in lower instruments. In low registers, the human ear hears less clearly. Therefore, we who play in those low registers need to make a special effort in articulating clearly. Music becomes more enjoyable to play and to hear. Awesome. That's just awesome. But you think about it, articulation in music. You can hear the piano much different than you hear the strings because of the articulation and the acoustics and all that. But for low instruments, I think he's right. We need to articulate clearly. And I think he's saying that in order to be able to do that effortlessly, we should hear the music in our head and not worry as much about playing it, possibly, and maybe think more about what we hear sort of in our head and our heart and let it come out. But make sure you hear it. Low instruments and tubas are hard to hear. And now I'm going on a rant, and I sound like an idiot on the internet talking about nothing. What Roger Bobo said was real, and that was something. This is the Tuba Dylan Show. Should be able to see on here. There's some comments. Hold on. Anybody hear this Twitch? I joined Twitch today and talked to some guy who was doing this very same thing. Just sitting there talking to people from the studio. That's about it. Yeah. Am I still on the air? I think so. I don't know what camera I'm on here. Oh, up there. No, I don't know how long this is going to go, because it's dependent on that iPad and the batteries, which are running low. But iPads have been known to sustain their battery life for a very long time. So you might just be doomed to watch this forever. Trying to get it up on this computer so I can see if anybody's writing anything. Let me see something here. There's gotta be a way to do this. Here we go. Let me see something here. There's gotta be a way to do this. Here we go. Let me see something here. There's gotta be a way to do this. Here we go. Well, Jim, I got to agree with that. Time does not exist. There's gotta be a way to do this. It's not a thing, it's a measurement. Well, Jim, I got to agree with that. Time does not exist. There's gotta be a way to do this. It's not a thing, it's a measurement. Well, Jim, I got to agree with that. Time does not exist. There's gotta be a way to do this. It's not a thing, it's a measurement. Is there a loop? Well, Jim, I got to agree with that. Time does not exist. There's gotta be a way to do this. It's not a thing, it's a measurement. Is there a loop? Well, Jim, I got to agree with that. Time does not exist. There's gotta be a way to do this. It's not a thing, it's a measurement. Is there a loop? Well, Jim, I got to agree with that. Time does not exist. There's gotta be a way to do this. It's not a thing, it's a measurement. Is there a loop? Well, Jim, I got to agree with that. Time does not exist. Whoa. Gotta be a way to do this. It's not a thing. Is there a loop? Well, Jim, I got to agree with that. Time does not exist. Is there a loop? Well, Jim, I got to agree with that. Time does not exist. Is there a loop? Well, Jim, I got to agree with that. Time does not exist. This is wild. There's some sort of loop going. But I don't have any of my loopers rolling. But maybe I do. I don't know. I don't know what's been happening. I turned that down. That's my line in from my computer down here. Let's see what it's doing. I don't know what's been happening. I turned that down. So the loop's on my voice, my line in from my computer down here. Let's see what it's doing. I don't know what's been happening. I turned that down. So the loop's on my voice, my line in from my... That's quite a loop! That's going crazy. It's kind of fun. That's quite a loop. That's going crazy. It's kind of fun. It's YouTube. That's quite a loop. I figured it out. That's going crazy. I'm the guy at home who calls the radio show. It's YouTube. Leaves his radio on when he gets on with the host. That's going crazy. I'm the guy at home who calls the radio show. It's YouTube. Leaves his radio on when he gets on with the host. That's going crazy. I'm the guy at home. That's better. Not perfect, but better. There's the trippy background music. Good. That was part of my plan for tonight. This live stream had to have relaxing music. So I'm relaxing. My kids are asleep. My wife is downstairs, relaxing in her own wife way. And I finished my projects, big projects. Well, that makes me happy. So I came on here with you because this is my strange fun land. And why not shoot it live out to the internet world? If you're into cameras, this is a Sony A7 III. 35mm f1.8 lens in APS-C mode. I don't know what kind of quality we're getting here. It looks good on this screen here. Still looping since you pulled up the stream. Looping time does not exist. Something's looping, maybe. Well, I was trying to get this mic to work so I could move around. Well, I think it's okay, but it kind of sounds crummy compared to my other microphones. But hey, I haven't done this in a while. No more looping. Zorvac, if you're still on there, where are you and what kind of name is Zorvac? I knew a guy named Zorvac many years ago.